Howdy, folks. Welcome back to another week of the WLTCG podcast. We're here with some spicy stuff today. And, oh my God, it's really spicy. But my name's Roderick. You know me. Sam to my left. You know him as well. And we got Joel to our right. We're all going to be gooning and clowning today, and we got some jank for y'all. So I think we should hop right into it. Let's start with the first card. Let's go ahead and hop in, because I'm ready to talk about this stuff.
Okay, which card are we starting with?
Let's leave the will fixers for last. So let's talk about the four that don't fix will.
Okay, so do you want to start with Athenia?
Let's start with Athenia.
Okay,
Sure.
Athenia, 1 green, 1 black, 1 void, 8/8, Resonator High God. Enter. Choose Harvest or Corrupt. If you choose Harvest, recover up to 3 magic stones. If you choose Corrupt, rest all magic stones your opponent controls. Rune 1. If you would choose between Harvest or Corrupt, you may choose both instead. So pretty much Rune 0 is what I'm reading. Then she has 2 more abilities. For 1 green, you can put any number of target cards from your graveyard onto the bottom of your deck. For 1 black, remove all cards in your opponent's graveyard from game.
So first off,
That's spicy as fuck.
cards broke.
Oh,
Second,
dude, she's beyond broke, man.
the
She's
only reason it says Rune
busted.
1 is to stop you from doing that with new Valhalla rulers. That is literally the only reason they printed on there. Because if you can't get to Rune 1 before the game even starts,
This
then I'm not
ability
sure.
should have been easily Rune 3. Maybe Rune 2.
I could go with Rune 2.
Yeah, Rune 2, I
Yeah.
feel like is... Because it should be somewhat online. I don't know how I feel about it being online for 1. Because then you just Tears of the Fallen and then she's already good to go.
No. You play Explore the Unknown so you can look at the top 5 together. She's a Wind Resonator.
Sure.
Yeah.
See-
Or if you're going second, you just go, and you're going against a black deck, they go Layla, you're like Sandstorm. Okay, let's go. My Rune 1 is now active.
And she's at 8/8, so like stats alone, she's got pretty good stats. And then the fact that you pretty much get your will back from playing her, you tap all your opponent's stuff down, even though they can float that will.
Yeah.
That's nutty.
Dude, you could just sacrificial altar her from deck during your
At
opponent's
instant
turn.
speed. And
Yeah,
then-
like you said, they could float will, but they won't have will to play during your turn.
Yeah, no, well, of course.
Unless you're Hanzo with your Master Room, but that's an exception. There's just too many things about this card that could go horribly wrong.
And then you could put stuff from your grave on the bottom of your deck. So, for example, harvesting season. Have you ever harvested season hit like a whole bunch of chants and you're like, dang, I wish those were in my deck?
Yep.
You just pay 1 green and then, wow, hey, look, I never milled those cards. This is bonkers. And then if you're playing against a mirror, like, wow, March of the Dead Awaken? 2 Jeans? Dang, sick. No. Get that out of here.
Oh yeah, those white-black decks will be probably seen. No.
What are your thoughts, Sam?
No, I like it. I'm happy that we have Dark Alice to counteract the black. Because otherwise, there's no counter to it. It's just like, I'll tap it in response, like, I'll lorate it, and you're like, I'll do it again. It's like, I'm playing mono black. Like,
See, people...
a little bit green, man. Like, there's nothing that can stop me. And I like the ability to, like, put things back. Like you said, like, harvesting season, like, other things. Like, if they discard from your hand, and you're like, wow, I really wish I could get that back. Pay 1 green, put it back onto the bottom of my deck, play, like...
Free from the altar.
Free
to
from the
search
altar,
for something.
search it,
Yeah.
or contract. Whatever it's called.
Yeah, and I know, like, black decks, they play, like, some 2-0s and stuff. Like, oh man, that's just... It would suck if you just, like, mill it or some bullcrap. Not anymore. It's solid.
I also like the art on the card. I wouldn't mind having this full art.
Definitely
Oh,
good
no.
art. 10 out of 10.
But I don't know if we're all going to be able to get a place at a full arts.
Oh, no.
We'll
I don't
see.
even know if we're going to see the card.
I can see, like, 1. I think we're going to, like, 1 of each.
I mean, we're at least getting a case. I don't know if Roger can get a box or whatever,
I don't
but...
think so.
No, not yet, at least. I'm working on that, though.
Okay.
Yeah, it's... Like that card is gonna be so much fun to play with. I
It's
just don't know
not
if it's
gonna be
gonna
fun to play against.
No, the problem is I just don't think it's gonna be played in Lich like you're supposed to. There's no reason to play it in Lich.
Nah, dude, just Hanzo.
No. I mean, Hanzo is what people have been training for, but I can see like this working out in black with like green and red as the secondary colors. Because you have the mana dorks, they both produce red and green. Green is just naturally someone could color. You put it with her. You don't really need much more. She recovers 3 stones. Come on, man. You play her. You play a Stemma.
So here's what you do. I'm glad he mentioned that. We're gonna play this in Brunhild. Wait, no, I can't mention that yet. We'll come back to that. But there's a way we're gonna play her in Brunhild and then flip and then bring her back onto the field. But we'll get to that. That's some other bullshit.
Okay, so I guess Sam, if you want to read the next card, we'll
Okay.
go with the giant.
We didn't talk about this one?
Did we talk about the green giant?
I can't remember. Did we talk about Tro?
I don't.
I want to say we didn't.
I don't think so.
I don't remember when he came out. What was the card with him?
The card that was with him was a green card, but
God, we're so fucking tired right now.
Was it Athenia? I don't.
we actually might have talked about Tro. I think we did because I think at the time we were only missing Utganda Loki.
Okay, so maybe. So we could just read the big black giant now then.
Okay.
Unless you guys just want to cover bases and talk about Tro anyway.
I mean, Tro's just good. He brings out a stone. So it's just like, you could either pay 3 to do some stuff and get a stone.
Yeah. Anyway, Utganda Loki, Giant of Darkness. 3 darkness, 4 void, so 7 cost, like all the other giants. He's a 12/18. He has Bane. Why is a 12/18 at Bane? For that 1 in a million chance that they can survive.
Hey, if they're
so
13,
Gil could
13.
never get over him.
Yeah, that's true. Barrier, total cost 4 less, like all the other giants. Enter, destroy target J/Resonator. Your opponent discards a card. You lose 400 life. 2 black, 1 void. Discard this card. Your opponent discards a card. You lose 400 life. So this is the only giant we've got out of the 5 that doesn't have the same ability for enter and discard, which is weird.
But did we get confirmation on the German having a different text?
Like German had the different text, and then like some people said that since Germany was wrong, all the German cards, like all the mistranslations were wrong. But then at the same point, like they also said possibly on this one.
Oh yeah, and if no one...
I could have sworn the Spanish and English cards were similar written. Like
Yeah, they were
neither
the
of them
similar,
had-
but I think they said that the Spanish comes from the English. So if the English one had gotten mistranslated, I
Oh.
don't know 100% sure. I don't have an in or anything. I'm pretty sure this is how it's supposed to be, but
If some people don't know what we're talking about, the German copy of the Black Giant had the Destroy a J-Res ability on the discard also.
I mean, for balance reasons, it makes sense not to put that on there.
because as it is right now, without the ability, you're just going to base upon what the English has. It's not great. Like, cheating in with, like, Loki is good, but at the same point, I don't enjoy the fact that it's 3 mana, pay 4 life, just to discard a single card.
And your opponent gets to choose which card they discard.
If it was random, it'd be a little bit better.
If it was random or you got the choice, it'd be better. But that's also part of the reason why I don't think this card's as much of a problem as people make it out to be. Because also look at it this way on the flip side. Like, for example, against an aggressive deck, you just paid 3 will for me to do 400 damage to you at the cost of a card.
And you didn't kill something.
Yeah, like 9 times out of 10, I had a burn spell in hand that was going to do 400 damage. You play this card for 3 will, I'm just like, okay, I throw that away to do the 400 damage to you.
And that's my thing is like someone like Colin from TCG Scrubs like was one of the biggest people that like claims it's such a toxic card, but it's just not because it's 1-for-1ing. Like a 1-for-1 where I don't get to choose what I'm hitting you, it's just not worth it. Like I'm getting rid of 3 mana, 4 life, and a card to get rid of possibly a good card, but you get to choose.
Yeah.
This is bad against red. This is bad against black. This is bad against white. Simply because red, most of the time that card was going to do damage to you anyway, and that you had them discard. Black and white has resurrection, so they could just toss something that they can bring back that next turn from the grave. All of this again is still at the cost of you losing 400 life. So unless they really do have one card in hand, and you're really afraid of whatever they're going to play, and their hand is like down to 1, this really doesn't do much to them.
Yeah. Like
So-
if their hand is down to 1, even then this may just still be a bad play because, well, okay, they have 0 cards in hand. They draw for turn. You're like, discard it. And then they just swing on board because you have nothing on board. It's just like you have to, like, to me, like, this is very much a win more card where it's like,
Yeah.
I have been such a great control player. I have controlled the board. I've controlled the hand, your discard. Everything is controlled. Now I'm making sure you don't draw. Like, you have to set up so much for this, in my opinion, to be worth it.
Like, I could see this card seeing play if we had, like, a legit turbo discard. Like, I know, Sam, you played Final Fantasy. Roderick, you haven't. I don't think you've ever played Final Fantasy.
I played Final Fantasy once, but I'm aware of what Turbo Discard can do. I played expanded Pokemon.
Yeah, turbo discard.
Oh, delinquent.
Yeah.
Sorry, red card delinquent.
I could see a 3-drop discard 1 random card being played in a turbo discard because I'm already consistently putting you down. So I would gladly just still keep your hand at 0. But I don't think that game plan kind of works in Force of Will right now.
The only time that this can somewhat do good is like Wander, but even in Wander, like you can't turbo discard. Like you turn 1, you discard 1 card. Turn 2, you can lapse the Dark Storm, you discard 2, but they've already drawn. Once they go to your turn, their turn, then they've drawn 2. So, and then they just start playing Resonators, and you're only focusing on discard, but then you gotta control the board. If you control the board, then they get more draws. Like it's, no wonder it's just.
Yeah.
Besides hitting combo pieces, you're not going to do much. Which this thing is just... Unless they need every single card in their hand to win the game, like he's just not going to come in handy.
Yeah, it doesn't work that well in this game either because, again, you get call for stone to play stuff like, unlike in Final Fantasy where you have to pitch cards from your hand to play more cards from your hand.
Yeah.
Discard's just fucking horrible in that game.
Yeah.
Now, I can say there is one archetype that this does kind of hurt, and that's like big combo decks from hand.
Yeah.
Having them potentially toss a combo piece is detrimental. So it does hurt that. And I can also say that the fact that it doesn't have Destroy Target J Resonator printed on the ability is actually a bit better for it, because if it had to have a target, in some cases you probably wouldn't even be able to play the card.
Yeah.
Or play the ability, I should say. So there's that.
I mean, it's still pretty good just in your sideboard if you're playing Loki because
Yeah.
why not
Neo
just
Ragnarok.
why not just bring out 1
2
more?
mana, get a 12-18 with Bane just in case.
Yeah.
Destroy something on enter. How many things? What, like... Deal 800 or something, destroy J/Resonator, destroy tap J/Resonator.
Res J/Resonator, and it can't recover.
Yeah.
Depending on if you somehow have 3 red rooms reveal, burn field for 800, then go search for a sand resonator.
I mean, other than that, then that's just another big red giant.
Mm-hmm.
But still, just good sideboard card, I guess. Nothing too big about it.
I mean,
And I honestly think I could agree that it's not going to see that much play, mainly because black decks are pretty solid as is.
Yeah, they don't really need a 7 mana 12-18 right now.
who needs to murk your hand when you could just fill the board with nonsense because you're at 50 stones on turn 3?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's.
I mean,
I mean, it's just like I can go for a 12-18, or I can just go for a 12-10 that gets rid of one of your stones. I can discard your hand, but you can draw.
Ha, joke's
Yeah.
on you. I have a card just for that coming soon.
So, what is the next card we will be discussing?
So let's see. Is that? I guess that's the next one.
Yeah, I would say so.
The
Yeah.
Chimimi one?
Do you want to read
Yeah, I'll read it.
it? Okay.
Let's see. Relief through destruction.
Did you talk about Tro?
We got a 1 win, 2 void, divinity 3 chant/rune. Quick cast. You can pay 2 less to play this card if you control Shiva, God of Destruction. Draw a card for each resonator put into a graveyard from the field this turn. So, of course, it combos with Shiva and her ability to come into the field and destroy 3 other resonators at random. So it gives you value off of that. but I mean, the card is okay. It does what it says. But also, I guess it's cool if your opponent is just completely fisting your board, or you're fisting their board and you
Yeah.
want to just gain
Huh.
more off of it.
I like it like if you get out
Shiva.
Shiva. So if you get out Shiva and you're playing against Alter, they haven't altered a lot yet,
Mm-hmm.
which is unlikely, but it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
So if they just start altering when she gets on board, then you can still just play this and get some value off of it.
Mm-hmm. No, oh, I don't want my things to die at random without value, so I'm gonna just sack everything to alter. You're like, cool. I'm gonna draw 3 cards. Actually, you're gonna draw more off that because if they sacked all their stuff to alter and you cheat or in, you're gonna destroy your own stuff. So you just gain like a bunch of cards in hand. You're sitting here with like 9 cards in hand.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, 3 mana, like, depending on, you know, if you have the mana open, if you're not doing much with it, and they just start sacking Alter and bring something else out, like, bring out Athenia, you sack Resonator. Okay, well, if they sacked off their things and you had to banish 1, okay, then you can pay 3 mana, draw 4 cards.
Yep.
Right at the end of the turn. It's still
That's still good
value.
value.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can say, like, 2 to 3 of in a Chimimi deck. Just because it's not bad.
And remember, deck thinning is deck winning. So
I don't know, man. That one dude had a problem with deck thinning.
hey, man, in Pokemon they got a card called Battle Compressor. It says just put 3 cards in your deck into the grave. Let me tell you something. It allowed for a lot of things to exist that probably shouldn't have existed.
Jesus Christ.
Night
no.
March, turn 1. There's a lot of things.
So what do you want to go for next?
I think Churro was the only other one that, besides the Manadorks, and I'm still not 100% sure if we did go over him or not, and I don't think we did.
Because I don't think so.
We probably didn't.
Yeah,
If that
because I
was
think
the
it came
case.
out with the chant.
Okay.
It probably did.
So we'll go over Tro, Giant of Destruction, 1,000, 1,800 Giant Resonator, or Resonator Giant. Barrier, total cost 4 or less, like every other Giant. Whenever this card blocks, recover it. So it could potentially block a lot of small things. Enter. Put the top card of your Magic Stone deck into the field rested. Search your deck for a Resonator with total cost 1, reveal it, and put that card in your hand. Then shuffle your deck. For 2 green, 1 void, discard this card, and pretty much just get its enter ability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So mana ramp, good.
And it's a mana ramp you could do during your opponent's turn.
Yeah. But I'm just happy that you can't use this to Warite for 3 will.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. Man, if that was put a Magic Stone unrested, so play this, get a green stone most likely. You're going to be, unless you're playing duels and you get really unlucky, but you're most likely going to get a green stone. If it comes in untapped, then search for Lorite.
Yeah.
But my God.
That's why it comes in rested.
Yeah, thank God that's a thing.
They were like, oh, can't you just instant speed jack up someone's combo? Yeah, but it costs 3 will. But you +1.
So thankfully someone on I Spy had some common sense.
Or maybe it was an oversight and they're like, dang it, that's why I intended. Let's
Like,
hope.
oh no, only if it didn't come in rested. Oh no. Because, like, this can even, like, if you play, like, Hanzo is supposed to be, like, blue-white. You can pitch this, grab a Alice, pay the 1 white player onto the board. You also
Oh.
got a stone.
I just noticed this searches for all the mana dorks. They're all 1-drops.
Oh, true. So play green,
Yeah.
kids.
So
play
you
green.
get a green stone, and you get your mana dork.
Explore the unknown.
Okay, so
get
I
Tro.
kind of like this card a lot more now.
Right?
So what you're saying is I'm going to explore the unknown on turn 3, get Tro, play Tro.
Oh no, you pass turn. So if you have a cancel in hand, so if your opponent does do something you don't like, you cancel. If they don't, then you play Shiro.
Oh wait, I'm not thinking about this clearly. We got an even better play here. We're playing green black. I'm gonna go Athenia, go back to you, and then Tro for more stones, and then just keep doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
No. Because, like, one thing right now is you play, like...
Why do these
Because Churro only
cards
searches for 1
exist?
magic stone, right?
He doesn't search. He just flips the top.
Because it's not as good.
Oh my god! If it was search for a magic stone, stop it, Sam.
Oh man.
Gil has that. Gil's had that for so long.
But this just says a magic stone.
we still have the Fox Messenger, right?
So if it said just search for a magic
Oh,
stone.
I thought it specified when.
No.
Okay,
It's
okay.
just
Okay,
flip
yeah.
the top card.
Yeah, then that's fine. I thought it was like wind flipping the top card, kind of like rattle, and I was just like,
So if we
Yeah.
potentially had dual stones, you could flip a dual stone. But we don't.
I mean,
You can also flip a Bear Magic.
Yeah. And just get DQ'd. Again.
what was that? Was that the quarterfinals or the finals?
I thought that was the quarterfinals. I can't
Oh,
remember.
sorry, semi.
This
I
is
think it
why
was
I make
semi.
sure all of my stacks are different sleeves.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you make sure all of your runes are different sleeves. That way you never look at it. You just flip it up. Just
Yeah.
flip- You're like playing this rune, and they're like, you didn't even look at it. It's like, I don't need to.
I still haven't done that yet. But I guess we can start on the dorks.
Okay. Well, I think Roger should start with red.
Okay,
Why
I-
are we
I was-
starting with red?
I was about to
I
say,
don't
why don't
know.
we start with light? Let's
Yeah.
go in color affinity order.
So
I'll let
it was,
Sam
it
take
was
care
the
of the
next
light
one on
ones.
the scroll.
You were bad boy. So one light.
Ouch.
That's this total cost, guys. One. They're all one. Angel of Zeus. It's a 400, and it has flying. And
shit.
lo and behold, it is an angel, just like the name
What?
entails.
It's an angel.
Wait, hold up! It has flying and it
What?
has wings.
I was about to say,
Yo!
does it have wings?
Guys,
Yo,
this must
that
be a misprint.
200
Obviously, the wings aren't supposed to be there.
It doesn't gain flying from like a separate ability. It just has flying. This is the best. This is the best dork now. This right here. This is the best one.
Easy.
So, continue on with the ability. It's treat light magic stones you control also as water magic stones.
Yeet.
So, good stuff. Light magic stones you control gain tap, produce blue.
Yeet.
As long as there is a resonator chant addition and magic stone in your graveyard, this card gains quick cast, and entities you control cannot be banished by spells or abilities your opponent controls. So, kiddos.
So I took some notes on my way here for the ones that interested me. Angel's one of the ones. So Angel at full power is instant speed will fixing, anti-Athenia 1.0, anti-ruin story, and anti-Black
I
Rosario.
was about to say Black Rosario. Like that, like the anti-banishing is huge, just because they go,
And this is all at instant speed, by the way. If you have everything online, they're like, Black Rosario, flash this in.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's not hard. Like it's just so great.
Or for some reason, black decks want to go like their Athenia Turbo. Old Athenia Turbo.
Oh, let them do it. Just like,
Ah,
They're like,
No,
oh,
like-
And it says entity, so that means that it
you
gets
can't
around.
even sack your stones.
Yeah, because I had to go back and check to see if it just said resonator, because that'd be unfortunate if it said just resonator. Then it's like, oh, you can't sack resonators, sack your stone. But it says entity, so
yeah.
It's just anti-Athenia.
1.0.
Also
Yeah,
means
Athenia
you
1.0.
cannot banish your J ruler.
yes.
I mean, there may be a rule against that, but you can't do it.
So that's a pretty solid card.
Definitely good.
And
Good stuff.
Adam has the his self, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
himself.
counts as everything engraved.
Yeah, as long as you're playing Adam.
I mean, I could see Adam being a legit deck.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like you go like turn one Dark Alice, and then you can of course like cheat this. No, I was trying to think of like how I can do it. I need a free way to discard something from hand. So it's
Actually,
if
that's
you go,
kind of
like-
weird. This thing fixes your light stones into water stones, but doesn't Dark Alice just also fix your stones into everything?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's super weird.
I can still like
I
part of
would,
me
you would
almost
still play it, but like,
yeah, part of me almost believes though that you wouldn't play this. You would honestly just go like, oh, I'll just play like 4 Dark Alices. I'll have like 2 of these on the side for the anti-banish.
mm-hmm.
Now
Yeah,
maybe
like-
you still play this in the main because you really want that Alice out.
Maybe one in the main.
Yeah.
But like if you're going up against a black deck,
This
just
helps
hide in
us
more.
build our quick cast Adam deck that we were talking about.
Mhm.
Oh man, Ryan Lilly, if you're watching this, we got plans, buddy. We got plans. We got plans.
Oh man.
So
So
the next light one.
okay, so next light one light, Messenger of Odin, 4/4, Resonator Beast. Treat light magic stones you control also as darkness magic stones. Light magic stones you control gain tap, produce black. Faith. If anyone doesn't know, again, it's this card gains the following text as long as your ruler is astral. Tap entities, or no, just target entity you control gains eternal until end of turn.
So it protects things, which is good
Yeah.
stuff. Good stuff.
Not bad.
I mean, yeah, pretty good.
I mean, all of the cards that we're going over that cost 1 aren't bad for their effects. I mean, they're just good cards. It's just not much to say about them because they're literally straightforward in terms of how they work. But yeah, good stuff. Faith helps you do your Brunhild Odin shenanigans.
So yeah, like turn 1 you play this, turn 2. No, actually I'd say like turn 1 you probably would go more or less into Acolyte. Just mana ramp is good.
Acolyte's just good. Acolyte or Pandas.
Man, if
people
you
are
could
still
tap
playing that.
Acolyte the same turn that you played it to also play Messenger or Odin, you're just golden.
No, you go Sprout.
Oh no!
So you go
Oh,
Sprout
I
turn
know where
1.
this is going.
So turn 2 you go
Play
tap
him.
Sprout, discard whatever, play him.
You discard Adam.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm playing this in Brunhild.
Oh, I don't know.
Stop it. Stop
Just gotta
getting
get-
in on my things.
Oh god, that's right. Sprout does have you discard a card so you could toss Adam in the
Yeah.
Adam. Oh my god.
So you toss Adam, I guess, in this instance, but mainly I'm just trying to go, okay, then you just play Brunhild, pay the Awakening. Bop. Okay, now that everything's Astral, they tried to kill the Brunhild, I just tap him and save it.
Protect.
Like, so many good things I can do with
Let's
white
see,
now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 4-wheel play, and you play another Sprout. Then next turn, you have 3 stones that can tap for black. You know where this is going.
How much
We
are
just
Sprouts?
throw
Because I
Odin-
think I may have to buy my playset or buy the last 3 I need. I can't remember if I have 1 or 2, but I'm about to have a playset.
So,
I
Rajak,
guess-
would you like to talk about the ISIS?
Heck yeah. All right, so we got Desert Miner for 1 red, 400 attack and defense, just like all the will fixers that we're going to talk about. It's a human resonator. And treat fire magic stones you control also as light magic stones. Fire magic stones you control gain tap, produce light. And banish this card, put a Fire Moon Edition token into a field. So, not a lot of text, very straightforward, but still a powerful card because simply, if you try to kill it, it replaces itself with a Fire Moon Edition. And we know Isis likes her Fire Moon Edition, so I mean, it's just good. Plus, if you get to a point where if you have 1 or 2 of these on the field and you get a Gnarly, they'll tip out and you're like short 1 or 2 moons, toss it and go ham. That's how this works. Also, I like the flavor text. I found a shiny.
I found a shiny.
Oh, you found it. I wonder if that was an enter ability of the moon. Or
No, stop it. There has to be some kind of cost because she's like out of all the rulers, she's still the best at. I feel like mana fixing.
Oh, yeah.
Like technically, I guess Dark Alice would be better, but you still have to discard Adam. So technically, she's the best at mana fixing.
Right
but
now,
still.
Isis has access
Do so
to
much mana fixing.
Light Will, Dark Will, and as we're about to see, she has access to Water Will. So the only will she doesn't have immediate access to is Wind.
I'm happy.
I'm like, dang it, they omitted the one color that I
I do not
wanted
need
the most.
Laurite in Isis decks.
No, no, I don't care about Laurite.
I don't want to see
Ataractia.
Ataractia.
There's just other green stuff
There's
that
so
I would
much.
want to play.
What if I just mana ramp and I just play my Wellser from hand, tapping 3 additions? It's just like, why not? Let's swing 14/14. Why not?
I can't wait to actually hard cast a Wellser. Then at the end of my opponent's turn, they're like, he goes away. I don't think you understand how much I paid for this. And then next turn, I Godzart the other Wellser in hand.
Oh, no.
And then you play.
Got Leora to draw 3 cards and I'll get 3.
No, you play Sandor's Invasion, copy it twice.
Oh, that's what I was going to mention. By the way, with all the cards we've seen so far, I think Sandor's Invasion is now just like the go-to play
That's a
because it gets
fucking S
Desert,
tier.
it
That's
gets
an S
Desert
tier,
Miner,
dude.
Gnarlathotep, and Isis out.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. This
Or even if you're unlucky, you could get the Mana Dork.
Heck, Sandor's Invasion plus Fuji is also the way to go because you're about to see the dork that Sam's going to talk about plus Lady Huang and Genshi Tenzin. And you just go. It's good stuff.
same.
So let's talk about that dragon.
So one of my favorite arts from the set, probably.
It's pretty.
Not my favorite though. Athenia still is there, but it's Tiny Fire and Water Dragon. So it's 1 red, 4/4. It's Resonator Dragon. Thank you. Treat fire magic stones you control as water magic stones. Fire magic stones you control gain tap, produce water. This card gains swiftness as long as you control a dragon emblem fire. This card gains flying as long as you control a dragon emblem water. And this card gains +3/+3 as long as you control a dragon emblem vermilion.
So what I'm seeing is a 1-drop 7/7.
That has flying and swiftness, and that fixes your fire stones to water. Great shit. Also, you said fire magic stones you control also as water magic stones, right? Wrong. Water magic stone.
You know what I mean.
I know. I just wanted to
But
point
it's
out
just
that.
like, I really like that it's not a enter and it then checks the emblem. It's just whenever. So you could
These are
Sandor's
continuous abilities
yes.
too.
So you could Sandor Invasion, get Genshi. He comes in, gets your emblems, and then the dragon will also enter with the invasion or whatever. It could
yeah,
at the
him.
same time.
So he'll end up getting swiftness and flying off of the invasion.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Like I'm happy that there's some way to get Genshi Tensen out, and it's not too difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's a dragon,
And
you
he's
could
an
search
adorable
it.
little dragon. Look at the pudgy fellow. Look at him. He's just adorable.
He looks pretty fucking happy, man.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm about to blow everything up.
Yeah, because you just go listen to his invasion, you get this out, you get the 2-drop that goes along with the deck style, you get
Hold
the
up.
3-drop Genshi.
He's not a 7/7. Well, he's a 7/7 that does 1100 damage because of Genshi.
Oh, yeah.
Holy
So yeah,
shit.
and then like the next turn, then you just play the Dragon Vermilion,
Oh, yeah.
and then bada bing, bada boom. Like if they try to blow up something, it doesn't work. No, sorry, it's your own fire. But anyway, like it's a 7/7 flyer.
Oh, my God. What if it
A
was
10,
just
10.
like Vermilion was like, oh, if you get, like if your resonators took damage from any fire source.
Nah, let's go further. Take damage from any source.
Right?
Oh,
You cannot
shit.
defeat me in battle.
But that is crazy. You invasion, you hit him and Genshi, and now you're swinging 800 damage
No,
right
no,
off the
like
bat.
I said, you dragon, you get this 2-drop, and you get Genshi. So you got 7/7 that does 11 damage. You got a 10/10 that does 14
Mhm.
as soon as you get Dragon Vermilion.
Genshi's an 8/8?
Yeah.
And does 12.
Fushi's gonna be good. We're gonna finally get red decks that aren't Keurig.
Right? Thank God. And I'm the one that plays Keurig all the time. Well, I haven't played him recently, but like, thank God. Now I can actually confidently play something that is a different deck of the same color at like literally anything.
Yeah. So let's see what we're gonna go with. So we did the whites, we did reds. So I guess we'll do
Blue is next with Clockwork Girl.
okay.
Perfect. It's just for her well.
Perfect. A new waifu for the set.
She is pretty.
Clockwork Girl, 1 blue, 0/0.
So I lied. She is the only one that's not a 4/4.
Yeah.
But-
But this card enters with four 1/1 counters on it. So technically is a 4/4.
It's
But
like a 4/4.
but she fuels every other machine that relies on counter switch. That's what I
Machina.
like. Yeah, Machina. Treat magic stones you control as 1 magic stones. Water magic stones you control gain tap, produce win. When this card is put into the graveyard from the field, look at the top card of your deck. If it's a machine resonator, which it most likely will, reveal it and put it into your hand.
I also noticed the wind up thing behind her neck. Like if you see where her hair is.
Oh yeah, it looks like
Yep.
a little key, like very much.
It's one of those wind up things.
It's a clockwork.
Yeah. Solid 1-drop.
Yeah.
But man, dude, the machine 1-drop lineup's gonna be fucking tight.
Yo, this is
There's
also
so many 1-drops you want to play.
This is also nuts for Lancelot because it's a 1-drop destroy target J resonator.
Yeah.
And it still lives.
Yeah.
And it still lives.
So you go turn 1, you play the... Yeah. You go turn 1 Vivian, turn 2, play 2 of these.
But I don't think y'all understand the gravity of this situation. Now, Hoel could start fair spelling people's law rights when they try to stop his abilities.
I don't like this anymore.
Oh,
Yes.
snap. He could play Seed of Rebirth now.
Stop it.
Yes. Seed of Rebirth of Machines.
You can get that the 5/5 that becomes a 10/10.
Yeah.
Wait, he can also play that 3-cost spell that puts the top magic stone into the
Oh,
field
yeah.
and draw a card.
Be on the threshold of time. And
Yes.
Yeah, it's just time.
Dude, Machines. I'm excited.
So yeah, I'm absolutely speeding you now.
So, if you guys pull full arts, I'll trade. If I pull Athenia full arts, I need Clockworks.
You know what I need.
Just red.
I mean, I
Full
want
art
every card in
Isis.
this set, but like,
Yeah.
you know what I need.
Full of Isis.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Full art Naruto tip too.
So we could already say Roger claims full art Isises. Isises.
I get Athenia's.
Athenia's
Because we all know I'm going to play it.
Clockworks. Those are our main full arts for the set.
Damn straight.
But again, fucking solid. I like the fact that it's a 0/0 that enters with 4 counters because it just makes more of our counter abilities for machines that more reliable.
Plus, like, stuff along the lines of, like, Machina. Like, you can just pull them all off and let
Yeah.
it die because you got the Machina on board. So if you don't need the green anymore, then just take them all off. Now he's bigger.
But it's like we have Clockwork Girl, Vivian's, Guinevere's, Donut Drones.
Couldn't you just get away with building a machine deck that's literally number 1 drops? It
Yeah.
wouldn't be a good one, but you
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
I don't know. It'd be somewhat, like, you add in Lance and you add in Machina, and I feel like it'd be pretty
Oh,
strong.
I wasn't
Oh, yeah.
including those, but if you do, then yeah. Then
Yeah,
I think
know
the
what
one
you
drop
mean.
lineup's gonna be at like 12, maybe 14 resonators.
If you should always have a turn 1 play. If you never have a turn 1 play, you just scoop. Man.
Oh yeah.
You should be going 1,
It's like you
2,
just play machine, you
3.
should like tap for stone pass, and your opponent's just like, no, I refuse. You play your machine. I know you have one. And
No, it's just like you draw your 5 for turn. You're like the chances are very low, but you may not open with a 1 drop. As soon as you see that 5th card that's not a 1 drop, send it all back.
It was like, where's my one drop? I know it's somewhere in here.
When you're playing machines, you are playing curve stone. Yeah, go. You gotta have a play every turn,
Exact mana.
but a good card. So you guys say.
I thought it was Project
It
next.
is my
Oh
turn.
yeah.
Sheesh.
All right.
As much as I would love to talk about this card.
Okay, cool. So we got. I'm trying to see. Do I want to talk about anything in the darkness or the wind? Who is? Oh, I don't care
See,
about
the
that.
I
Rebridge sounds
I just
so
want to
good,
notice.
machines.
I'm pretty sure the picture will be up right now. He's
He
doing
looks
this. I think we all know what the media
he's
says that
specifically
this
doing
means.
this. Well, he's like this.
But don't you remember what the media claimed this to mean?
Wasn't it like extreme leftists?
This is supposed to represent white power.
Oh yeah.
Why? I don't know.
White power. Oh no, I think it's supposed to be like the W.
Oh,
Three fingers point.
I've never
Well,
thought about that.
We won't be
God
talking
damn
about
it,
any of
Sam.
that on. We won't be talking about any of that on this podcast.
like it's just like a letdown. I was just like, why?
No more discussions about that. We don't talk about that on this podcast.
We only speak about jank on this podcast. There shall be no politics.
Yeah.
Okay, what
so
about
none
the
of that.
fact that this thing is
So
strong?
I was going to point out that he looked like Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
I
that's
could
what they
see
were
that.
going.
So that's where I was going with this before we went in another
yeah.
direction.
So we got Doctor Strange.
So,
It's
yeah.
time after all.
Doctor Strange, also known as Shadow of Chaos, Chronos, Shadow of Chronos. Shadow of Chaos is a very different resonator. 1 blue, 4/4, Shadow resonator with barrier. It has barrier. Let that sink in. He's knocking at the door. He wants your plumbing. It has barrier. That's nutty. It's gonna be hard to get rid of. And tree water magic stones also is darkness magic stones. And then those water magic stones can tap for darkness. Then you can also tap to look at the top card of your deck, and you may put it into your graveyard. Card good. The card is good. Simply, even for the fact that it's barrier means you can't just go, oh, I'm going to kill it. It's like, oh, no, they could just tap for black forever until you try to banish their stuff.
I mean, also it's another card to get Fenrir
Yeah.
into grave.
Yeah, Fenrir,
Or even like fix your draws. Oh, I don't want to draw that.
yeah, you're just like, oh,
And
this is a
also-
late game card, and this is turn
Loki
2.
counts your grave, right? For -1?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
So
dang, I'm
powers that
missing
up.
one.
So
Yeah.
like you tap it, you look at it, you're like, is this the card I want to draw right now? No, ditch it.
Yeah, or like late game, if you have this on board, you're like, oh, this is a 1 drop. I don't need like a 1 or 2 drop this late into the game. Send that bitch to the grave.
Yeah, because I can see like people playing like, you play a few dark stones. You go with like the Layla package. You can play him, so you get your darkness out even if you don't hit any of the stones, and it can be pretty solid. I feel, and yeah, the barrier is just gonna make him so hard to deal with because you don't have to tap him for them to attack, you just go, oh, before my draw, my turn, I'm gonna tap them.
Yeah, I was thinking about when you're playing Loki decks, you'll play the 1-drop machine that's like the beginning of your draw step. Look at the top 2, you could send one to grave.
Yeah.
And get
Freya.
or get the other Freya.
Yeah, but you need to control the machine. No.
No, the machine's
Yeah,
just for the
it's
buff.
the +4. Yeah.
Yeah, but this has barrier, so it's just automatically better.
Yeah.
I would still play Freya
Oh yeah, but
because she
I can
helps
see
me
that
draw
for
stuff.
machines. I feel like they're
Well,
gonna
for
stick with
machines, yeah.
yeah.
because like for now, and like he's just gonna go, okay, like I'll just like ditch this if I want it to, or if there's a card you need, then you just don't do it, and it's good stuff.
Oh, I just noticed something. We'll come back to it though, but these 2 cards help another deck that I like to play. Oh, that's good stuff.
So the next one would be
Acolyte.
Acolyte of Shiva. Shiva. I'm kidding.
It's Shiva.
No, I know. It's from a Resident Evil.
Oh, okay.
I think
Yeah,
it's-
yeah.
Shiva.
Resident Evil 5.
Shiva. I'm sorry. Acolyte of Shiva. Shiva. Anyway, 1 green, 4/4. It's a Mimi tribe. Thank you. I'm so happy. Treat when magic stones you control as fire magic stones. When magic stones you control gain tap, produce red, banish this card, target chase / restorator gains +3/+3 until end of turn. So it's a little bit better than the Eagle Me
Yeah.
in a lot of ways. And that making greens red is very important for, actual Shiva. Since she checks that. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, you play one of these, turn 2, you play like Eagle Me and something else, you can tap them all and bring her out. You destroy the 3 things, you can she's probably 11 to 12.
Mm-hmm.
Turn 2, that seems pretty good.
Also, I would like to point out that Acolyte of Shiva allows Ataraxia to be played much easier in Shimimi.
Mm-hmm.
And, as I said before, if you drop an Eruptifant with the 3 Beast Warriors out, that's a lot of hurt. I don't know how much damage that is, but I'm pretty sure that's well over half their life, at least.
Do you remember the name of the 4-cross Chimimi tribe?
Talking about Modulanica?
Yeah.
The big ball dude.
So aren't you happy that he has an ender that says you can't hit your opponent?
No, I want to smack my opponent in the throat turn 4. You know how I play. But I mean,
No.
for balance,
Yeah, for balance, like if he didn't have that as an enter.
But he still gives my Eruptifant +1/+1 for swinging.
Don't
you?
And I get rid of their blocker.
Oh yeah.
It's just like
No, you're playing Chimimi. They aren't allowed to block.
Right.
You're just like, I'll
you
swing, I'll
gotta
block.
At least
No, you're
have
not.
one thing blocked, so the big dude could at least.
He has
swing.
precision.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
just swing into something. I'll say you cannot block, and then I'll just start swinging at you. I win the game. But yeah, I can see Adiracti is definitely coming back and going to be played in Shimimi. I can't wait to play it.
Oh, man. Let's see. What other red cards would Chimimi like to see?
Oh, what else?
Well, no, that wouldn't be a good card. Let me see. What's funny is that most of the cards from Red Cluster that were red,
Would you play high speed in a Chimimi deck?
that was one of the cards I was thinking about. But if you have Adiractia, then you don't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what
It's
you
a
could
thought.
do? What is it called? Dang, I just had the name of the card in my head.
What does
It's
it
the
do?
one that gets you Wicked Spirits. You banish to get Wicked Spirit.
Oh, you're talking about
Margin subject.
Major
Yeah,
Subjugation.
Yeah, it was
Subjugation.
something like that. Why the fuck not?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you could play Major Subjugation. You could play literally other fire stuff.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping you. Just cheat out. What's his name?
You could get
There's
the
one.
Wind one that gets you a Magic Stone.
It's 4 costs. Where's 3 costs?
It's 4. I didn't say you were going to use it on Acolyte.
Oh yeah.
But you can use it on a 2 cost. You do need the addition, because the addition costs 3, right?
I believe so.
The addition costs 3, and then you put a stone into the field. Then, you play him and you get stone. What's up?
Sandora's Invasion and Chimimi.
You could. Well, no, you can't because it only gets fire.
Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. I was like, my God. I couldn't remember. I didn't remember if it grabbed fire or not. Thank God it does.
Yeah, only fire.
But I just found out something. Full art saplings of the treasure trees are cheaper than the non-full arts.
So non-full art is $249, but what's the full art?
I think it's like $220 or something.
Go back.
Yeah.
Well then,
I'm about to buy me the rest of my...
Alright, so the edition is 3 costs and the resonator is 4 costs.
okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like the giant is a little bit better for that, but I get what you mean.
I'm just this is the Jank cast. I have to promise my viewers we're going to be talking about jank stuff. I never said it was going to be good. Okay. That's one thing I like to point out. I never said that this is going to be good. Also, Chimimi has access to burial rights now, so I just wanted to point that out.
It's what Dark Alice is.
Yeah, so now
Answer all your
Chimimi can
problems.
also mess up graveyards.
Okay. So I guess we'll move on to the next green dude. The little cat Shikigami.
I think that's my read, right?
No, you were after Hall. And I just went.
Pretty sure it went. Oh well, I'm not sure.
Oh, well.
I can't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
Actually, it probably is
Yeah,
him.
I'm pretty sure it's Hall.
Yeah, so we got a little cat Shikigami. 4/4, the usual stat lineups we got for these 1-drops. Treat magic stones you control as light magic stones. Wind magic stones you control gain tap, produce light. The jazz. Tap. Put target non-magic stone card in your graveyard onto the bottom of the owner's deck. Oh, in a graveyard. So you could target your opponents and put that to the bottom.
I didn't see that before.
Same.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, I thought I just said yours till I read it again. When this card is put into the graveyard from the field, put a 1/1 wind cat resonator token into the field. I could dig it.
So it's a cat. It's a Shikigami, so Shikigami support. It can mess up your opponent's grave now that we see that.
Yeah.
It's also cute. I like it.
Like, what's a 3-drop that brings back the 1-drop black resonator again? Can't remember.
Alseid?
Yeah, Alseid. Like, they play it, like a black deck plays Alseid. Their target's most likely going to be Layla or something. It's like, I tap, target your Layla, put that to the bottom.
I'm just sitting here like, yeah. Oh, that's messed up.
I would
Damn.
rather you draw an Alcid late game, or not an Alcid, but a Layla late game
Oh my gosh.
than something
This
else.
starts great against like Adam.
Yeah.
So when they discard Adam, they're like, everything's online. Then you just go, it's at the bottom of your deck.
Well, okay, Adam died just now
It's
to a
like-
calico.
Oh wait, no. Dark Alice says things
Oh,
in graveyard
no,
can't be
yeah.
targeted.
Right.
I was like,
okay, so we're safe.
So close. So close.
But I could still see this being a nasty thing that people will forget this effect is a thing. They're like, oh, I target this thing in grave.
You
How
thought
about
Rachel
no?
was bad. Sorry, Viola, not Rachel.
Yeah, it was
Rachel's
Viola.
also bad.
Hey, machines can play Viola now. But also, one thing I would like to point out about Acolyte, I did find 2 cards that you would want to play. Heaven Sundering Dragon Palm and Howell's Martial Arts Tournament in a Chimimi deck.
Oh, no!
Modulanica off of Martial Arts off of a Modulanica. You lose the game immediately.
Stop it.
Because the moment it gets to your turn, you're just like, was he a 12? Swings for 12, don't he?
The total 12 that he can tap down your other resonators to +2/+2.
Yeah.
Damn. Damn. Oh, you can also play Piggy. No.
Oh,
You
no!
can play Piggy.
You thought my swiftness was bad?
Oh no, I don't like where this is going
Oh
anymore.
yeah. You just get Shiva, and then you like give her swiftness. Piggy dies, and you like swing.
Oh shit. We're fixing.
No, it's like you have all the little Chimimis that like tap to buff something. Like I tap these Chimimis and I have the magic stones. Bring out Shiva. In response to Shiva's enter ability, sack off all my Chimimis, buff them, and then Piggy's effect, give her swiftness. Piggy dies and hopefully Piggy's gonna be like the only thing on your side of the board by the time Shiva resolves. 2 things of your opponents die. Shiva's buffed. She has swiftness. She just swings.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Isn't there a card that has something to do with tapping down? Oh wait, no, wait. So Shiva's the one that says tap 3 Mimi tribes you control, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course you could tap your ruler, but the downside to that is you wouldn't be able to call for stone, right?
Yep.
What if there was a 1-cost card that says recover your ruler? Hoel Pig.
Right.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh
Oh yes.
no. Regardless if this stuff is gonna work or not. I would hate to be just playing like, yeah, okay, he could tap down his ruler and get Shiva out, but then he can't call for stone.
And
Pig.
respond.
Oh, fudge.
A pig off of Ataract, yeah, swing for 4.
Banish pig in response to Shiva's enter ability to untap your Chimimi ruler.
And then tap. Oh my god.
This is gonna be such a bad deck.
This is all right, boys. We're going in this set. I can't wait to build 10 different jank decks. This is gonna be fun. But yeah, I just wanted to point that stuff out about the Acolyte with Calico Cat Shikigami. Green white is already good, so Kaguya spam.
Oh yeah.
That's your best card.
Yeah, because at first I was worried about how we're gonna get those light stones,
You
but never mind.
play this turn 1, turn 2. Bastet. Is she 1 or 2 costs?
1 cost.
1 cost.
That's it.
And then she just starts. Sorry.
Yeah.
She just starts pumping your cats. So even if he dies, he's a 6/6. They kill him. You bring out a 3/3 with the best stuff on the board. You play Alice because Rune 2 is not hard to get to.
I can't remember, but
You start canceling things.
doesn't Hanzo have a rune that searches for a cat?
Yes.
Yes.
How much is it?
I can't remember if it's a cat or a ninja. I think it's a ninja. Let me check.
Yeah, check. All I really remember is that it was really badly costed.
Yeah.
But hey, remember, kids, we still have that Explore the Unknown.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to Explore the Unknown.
Yeah.
Let me see. Was it a pure rune?
I thought it was a Pierre rune.
I can't recall. I just look at green runes and
Yeah,
I
so
shall do
let's
that.
Say
Let's see.
rune that has cat in its name.
That's Target Ninja. That's
there's but what else can I do with this card? I know I'm gonna play it. But yeah, the fact that you can rotate cards back from your opponent's or yourself. So if they discard an Alice early game, you can just put it to the bottom, somehow shuffle your deck, Explore the Unknown, hope you hit it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is search for a ninja.
Yeah,
not a
search your
cat.
deck for a ninja. That's my problem with that card. Hanzo has a lot of cats, but he doesn't have a lot of ninjas because they forgot about that halfway through.
Yeah.
I wish it was either ninja or cat.
They gave him a whole bunch of Shikagamis.
Shikigami's and cats, but no ninjas.
Well, why would he have ninjas? He's a Shikigami.
Why would they print stuff that makes sense?
Because this is for
And this great cost is Divinity 1 green. You just can't find the card that you want.
The problem that I also have with this is just if you go cats with this card, Hanzo's stone would work great since you tap it. No, is Hanzo's cats or ninja?
It's
Ninja.
ninja. His target's a ninja.
I thought it targeted cats.
Ninja.
Oh, why do they do this to
But
us?
also, it's what I point out. All these cards that we're talking about are good, but they don't work with the ruler special stone because they don't count as that attribute.
Yeah. Which I don't know why, I kind of get why they didn't really want to do that because they're oh, well, later on there may be abilities that you can abuse with this, but it's just
This is Force of Will. They shouldn't have that kind of hindsight.
I know, right? And
Well,
this time it wouldn't have worked out very
At the time,
well.
it was Force of Will.
I still don't understand. I just don't think that it would have been horrible. You're okay, your Hanzo Stone can tap for white. It's okay, that's not its ability requires me to tap, so it's not it's making me win the game or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it's a 2-drop rune.
If you play from the rune area.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm not playing it from the rune area.
should we move on?
So I guess next is I'm going to be reading Fallen Angel of Fiery Vengeance. 1 black, 4/4, Fallen Angel Resonator. Treat darkness magic stones you control also as fire magic stones. Darkness magic stones you control gain tap, produce fire. And you can tap, banish this card, search your deck for a card named Fallen Angel of Fiery Vengeance, reveal and put into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Pay 200 life, remove this card in your graveyard from the game. Target J/Resonator gains minus 400 defense until end of turn. 1 black, 4/4, Fallen Angel Resonator. Treat darkness magic stones you control also as fire magic stones. Darkness magic stones you control gain tap, produce fire. And you can tap, banish this card, search your deck for a card named Fallen Angel of Fiery Vengeance, reveal and put into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Pay 200 life, remove this card in your graveyard from the game. Target J/Resonator gains I like this card a lot, actually. I think it's strong as hell. Simply because if they try to kill it, you can tap, banish it to search for another one. While it's in your grave, you could pay 200 life to kill your opponent's Will Fixer.
Oh, sure, that is true.
Yeah. And it's also a fallen angel, so it doesn't die to Belial.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So you play it, they go to your... You pass, they try to kill it, you tap in response, you search one to hand, you have it engraved. Towards the end, like anytime you need to kill something off, like Jet Black Wings. Okay, well this thing is an 8/8, so it lives, and you're like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah. It also complements...
No will.
What is it? The Master Rune that says something gains minus 1,000, and then if it goes to grave, you control it?
Yeah, Lucifer's his Master Chant.
So really, you can hit upwards of 1,400 defense.
Yeah. Oh, and then that's like if you have multiples engraved.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's real good. And it deck thins.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with deck
Deck thinning
thinning.
is winning.
And it deck thins 1-drops, which is pretty good in my books because that means you don't draw them later.
And since it's a darkness since it's in the darkness category, you still have March of the Dead to get this kind of stuff back pretty easy. So
What are you talking about? March of the Dead doesn't care if it's darkness.
well, no, but I'm saying it's
same color.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to go out of your way to run March of the Dead to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So,
But yeah, it's still good.
So no Allosaurus, folks. No Allosaurus. And then last one we have is Sam. Tell us what it is.
It is the Onlooking Vampire.
No Grisballesta for y'all. Get that out of y'all minds.
It's 1 darkness, 4/4. Treat your darkness magic stones as if they were wind magic
What's
stones.
his race?
It's a vampire. It's. I already said vampire.
I didn't.
no, you said onlooking vampire. You
Yeah,
just said the
I
name.
said. So I said the word vampire. I didn't
So-
say the resonator type.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean
My statement's
Sam,
not
you know
incorrect.
force of will knows don't know what they're doing. Sometimes people are onlooking vampire, resonator, human. What? No,
Yes. So anyway, darkness magic stones you control can tap to produce green. Whenever you harvest or corrupt is chosen, trigger. If harvest was chosen, this card gains +1/+1 and drain until end of turn. If corrupt was chosen, this card gains +1/+1 and bane until end of turn.
Mhm.
So good card. With Athenia, you play like this. Once you start, you play Athenia. He's now a 5/5, drain and bane. So they
6/6, right?
Yeah, 6/6. Sorry.
Yeah.
So he's 6/6. That has drain and bane. So they really don't want to block him.
Yeah. And we have Athena's Master Rune, which is a quick cast, choose Harvest or Corrupt.
Yeah. So once
So
you
you
have
just-
Athenia out, you untap these stones. You pay 1 because they only cost 1 when she's on the board.
Or like, oh no, I was about to go along the lines of like, they swing, you're like, I declare block. Okay, I flip the Athenia Rune. Athena's most likely
Oh,
going to be on the
wait.
board.
It doesn't say that this is only a once per turn effect. So if
Yeah.
you keep activating that, oh my god.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like you could
With
gain
multiple stacks of drain.
Yeah.
So you play him. Like the next turn, you energize whatever, or you cheat Athenia out. You play Athenia. You get bones since it's 6/6 drain bane. You play the chant. 8/8 drain bane bane.
You gain life twice,
Yeah.
they die twice.
Yeah. So it's just like I'm gonna swing at you. You're gonna want to block this. Even if you don't kill my thing in response, you want to block this. So it's 800 damage. And then that's not even if you just start then just playing the 1-cost addition.
yeah.
You pay it. Oh my gosh! So the fact that the thing pays for itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just thought that. So you play. You gain drain. You gain bane. You gain +2/+2. Tap banish. Play it again. 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 So that's 4 stacks if you have a 4 in hand. That's a lot of.
So you had to have a really good hand to do this, but it'll in theory be like 4 discards, 4 triggers of drain, 4 triggers of
No,
bane.
it's 4 discards, 4 draws.
Oh yeah, 4 draws, 4 triggers of bane, and then +8/+8.
Yeah, and then somehow if you play that with Athenia and the chant, so that's +12 in total, and 6 instances of drain.
But it's highly unlikely you're gonna have all of
But
them
that would
in
be
your hand.
funny.
Oh
Even
yeah.
if getting a like 2 off, yeah, like 8/8, gain twice, so you gain 16. So then later on, when you're like paying all these life, people are like, "Oh, like why are you paying so much life?" It's like it doesn't
Imagine
matter.
if Sephiroth was a resonator, not an addition, so you can keep bringing it back. No, okay.
No, stop it. But then you wouldn't be able to tap on enter by the turn you brought it in.
Yeah. Trade-offs.
Yeah.
Give it swiftness.
He's
What
right. Give it swiftness.
A black green card that has
Make
swiftness.
it like a 0/1 and give it swiftness.
I'll be happy with that. Still with the draws and discards.
I cannot wait to make a Lucifer deck using this and Athenia.
Dude, the first decks I'm going to be making is I got to get Daniel's black green Hanzo deck built. I'm going to be building machines.
I'm going ham.
Oh,
That's
man.
just how I describe everything. I want to build Isis. I do want to build Fuji now with that new stuff because that also just looks like kill.
Oh yeah, but now that we just got like 2 weeks until the set officially releases, not including the pre-release.
Something like that.
We have 3 weeks until the set officially.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was just.
But that
thinking-
means we now have 3 weeks so we could start fully like deck testing these. Now that we have the full set,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
so I'm pretty fucking excited.
I'm hype. Also, I just realized I have to see when the semester starts.
For school.
Yeah.
For me, I start school. I start school in like a week, so I have like 2 weeks of school before I get to see the set.
Oh jeez.
But hey, at least we get pre-release
Yeah,
after my first week. Whoopee.
I won't be able to go to the pre-release sadly, but that kind of sucks.
Yep.
But I gotta be making that dinero, man. Card games do not pay for themselves.
They can if you're rich, or you own the card game.
Oh yeah. But oh yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you guys about this. I know someone tagged Roderick in it, I forgot his name. And he mentioned us, but do we want to do a card like overview kind of thing?
Card overview.
What did he say?
Oh yeah,
exactly?
over the entire set, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Kind of like we could do, I don't know, like a star rating or whatever, 1 through 5, 1 to 10. What?
Yeah.
one-
Either do it for a podcast or do it like a special thing.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out.
I mean,
Yeah.
we could probably do it for next week since I know I'm going to be at A-Fest. So if we could meet up a little bit beforehand, do a full set review or whatever. Or we could do it closer to the release. I don't know. A pre-release. Well, we'll think about that later.
Yeah. But doing a set review, I'm fine with.
Yeah, definitely.
It'll just be like a special podcast where we just kind of speed
Especially
through.
if we've done a little bit of testing, and we see kind of what works and what might not work. That might be helpful as well. So, but yeah, set review be nice. If we can get some more feature matches in, that would be great too. Isn't Daniel supposed to be playing it?
Oh yeah, hopefully. But yeah, we should have Daniel's feature match this month at some point. Once like I get the camera rig complete, or like cut the camera rig down a little bit.
Okay.
We'll get Daniel up here, and we'll have to see who's gonna test against him or play against him, whichever one. So
Sounds about right. There is one question I do want to ask you guys. How do you feel about the set so far? Now that we've seen all the new cards, and we know that all of the runes except for the master runes are getting reprinted.
well, we're not even fully sure because the main page doesn't even show all the cards.
It does.
It does.
The First World database has all of them.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's so weird. It doesn't pull up on mine.
I've been looking at all the cards this whole time.
Yeah. I thought you knew, Joel.
No, because when I tried to get on it said the link wouldn't work.
I don't know, man.
Well, I went to the actual website.
I went to the link that someone posted.
Either way, I'm sad that the master runes aren't being reprinted.
At least you get most of the runes.
Yeah.
Someone actually brought up a good point. I saw it on the Facebook page. I can't remember who you are, random person. I'm sorry. But someone mentioned that they hope that the rulers, like the starter deck rulers, would be included as draft rulers for this kit simply because we have pure runes.
Yeah.
And unless they update, like, how pure runes are handled by rulers that aren't of that attribute, there's no way to play them in the sealed unless they're just completely dead cards.
Oh, I think I know which comment you're talking about.
I do
Yeah,
know
yeah.
Jeremy Franklin was in the comment. Jeremy Franklin and Stephen Wells, but I can't remember if either one of them were the people that mentioned that particular idea. But I think it would be cool. They could potentially get away with that too because the rulers that come in the starter deck are full art and foil and textured. These would be basic as heck, not
Yeah.
full art.
But
not
then
full,
it
not
also is
textured.
the very same thing of like if they give you one of each, then that still limits people from playing them, like for the pre-release.
Yeah.
Because you
It-
have one copy, so if like 3 people wanted to play Lucifer, then 2 people would have to proxy anyway. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I still think that's better than nothing.
Oh no, no, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just
Or it
saying
could
like,
be the I know whenever you buy boxes, they come with like the little box that have promos and some stones in it.
yeah,
Well, of course they would be included in
Yeah.
that.
But
yeah.
they're nice.
I doubt they'll do it, but it would be nice.
It would be.
I mean, it'll be nice having some of these pure runes in full art foil.
Mm-hmm.
Since we couldn't get them in the structure deck.
That means it's time to bling.
Oh yeah, because I think I have my Hanzo deck, rune deck, whatever, fully blinged out except for the one pure rune.
At least it's full art.
Yeah.
Oh no, I
full
won't be
arts.
able to get fucking ceiling scroll full art. Damn.
Yeah.
You mean full art?
Yeah. It's gonna be 4 shiny cards and 1 non-shiny.
All right.
I'm
So
fine with that.
out of the 10 different mechanics and archetypes that you've seen out of here, who do you think the top 3 are going to be going into?
Like the meta?
Yeah, we're not including any Rhea cluster rulers because we know Gil is Gil, Kirik is Kirik. That's not going to change until November. But
I guess this is Lucifer playing a mixture of green and a little bit of red. Isis, red, white, because why not?
Mhm.
I can possibly see machines being there.
I could see machines being a deck if you're.
Fuji is definitely.
It's like
afraid
Fuji
of that.
machines. If you're not prepared for them, they'll fucking curve stomp you.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember who said it, but I think it might have been Ryan Miles. He was referring to IU. He's like, it's always a deck you should be kind of prepared for, even though you're not sure if you're going to see it. Because if you do come across it and you don't have the cards for it, it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know Aaron kept on saying like he
Yeah.
brought his side deck was always prepared for IU.
Oh yeah, that's
because
what
he
it
never
was.
wanted to lose it to an IU.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's
I think,
one of those decks that it is uncommon enough. Like, you don't see it to where you don't have to invest a lot of work into beating it, but you should keep at least a couple cards ready for it because when you do see it and you're not ready, it will kill you.
yeah, but I think that's what machines and Fuji are going to be like.
Yeah. It's one of those. And no one's probably playing those cards, and then you go up against one, and then it smacks you down because you didn't respect the matchup. Also, I would like to point out that Sand Dragon actually has his race fixed on the new print.
That's
they
good.
did?
Yeah,
Oh, that's nice.
nice. Now I can actually show people a legitimate copy of the card and go like, yes, I can go get this. You're lying to me. Trust me, I'm not lying.
It's in the name, just not the typing.
What did you say? We said Lucifer. That's going to be
Isis.
one. Isis.
Fuji/machines. Well, I guess both of them.
Yeah. It's like, I want to see how well the Loki decks do. Because I know.
Yeah. I don't know. Like Loki, I'm gonna have to test it just because it seems like it can do big things, but it's just like, can it survive that long?
Yeah.
I
Because
think-
I've been watching the Rogues Guild do their gauntlet with Loki. And I have lost track of how many times they've bricked with that deck.
Yeah.
Are they testing with new cards?
No.
No.
This was like 2 to 3 weeks ago. they
I think
recorded
they've
this.
been doing recent live streams with it.
Yeah, but not with Loki.
No. But, I mean,
Yeah.
it looks, hopefully it gets more consistent. Because I like the concept of the blue-black Loki.
Yeah. I enjoy it, and I'm definitely gonna try and build it. I just don't know how I want to build it yet. It's gonna be some time.
Yeah. Because it's like you flip attempting to get into final Loki as soon as possible so you just go Giants early game, or you just use a giant card as like a comeback mechanic. If like shit hits the fan, you're like, oh man, I'm losing control of the board. Flip Loki.
Panic button.
Yeah, I could see Turbo
flavor.
Loki be a thing. You're just trying to like get Defender into hand,
Yeah.
get 2 mana.
I think
and
everything's going to be turbo going into this new format.
I think Brunhild's gonna have to start playing the nuke board nuke in her rune deck again.
Odin's Judgment.
Odin's Judgment.
Odin's Judgment.
To be honest, I wouldn't have even taken it out of my rune deck in the first place. Like, I get that Blade of Faith is just so good, but holy shit, why boards? If you don't have that, why boards just hurt?
Oh yeah, dude. Like if you don't have Odin's Judgment against the board of Lokis, if like Turbo Loki does become a thing, you're gonna fucking lose. Because it doesn't matter if you're playing like White Weenie. Like 4 of the Giants blow shit up on enter.
Yeah.
So your white board that you spent turn 1, like the first couple turns, is probably gonna be dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's like your one Blade of Faith ain't gonna do shit. Well, you can't even target them because Blade of Faith is
4.
technically still 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Haha, but I could target them with Spiral of Chaos and still need damage to kill them with.
You can't even poison stinger them.
Nope.
Ah, jeez.
It's okay
Man.
though. I'm gonna hit them with Eruption before I do that.
Like you
I
can't
ain't
even Severing Blade them. There's a lot of fucking cards that kill that are 4 or less.
Yep. So yeah, I can see.
See, that's when you play 3 Kingdoms Partition Plan and it actually becomes a good card.
Just because it's like turn 3, you bring out Perfect Loki.
Turn 4.
Yeah, turn 4, you play the rune. Then you're basically putting them on a clock.
Wait, how do we
Just
bring
saying.
them out turn 3? Are we going second?
No.
Fenrir.
Right.
Hit Fenrir.
That exists. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
So I can see that being a thing.
Or
Or
if-
just like because then, or maybe you just try to go get out Perfect Loki using the Mana Dorkins and harvesting. You just trying to get Fenrir's out. They're gonna have to wipe the board to get rid of the Fenrir's or single target everything. And once they do that, then you just play the Giants.
Yeah.
So it's like mid game, you're just like, okay, you 7 dealt with my J Ruler, Giants, pass. You will lose next turn, and you've already used your own judgment.
Yeah.
So
It's just
crippling light.
I'm telling y'all, that
That's why I always have 2 on my side. I'm never like
that moment somebody drops 1 golem on you.
Oh my gosh, Alice will live.
Yes.
They just
oh,
close
she
my
is a
head.
golem.
Right? You're like like somehow like they're like, oh, give her Berry Talon to turn pass or like pass right before you can recover. So you recover, and then you're like crippling light, and they're just like, yes, good. Doesn't do anything. My turn. Okay, win.
Jesus Christ.
Diversity, win the game.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
I still don't know how good that Diversity Alice deck is going to be.
I'm just kind of curious to see, like, are they going to go the Witch package to just turbo it out? Do you go Adam, since, you know, he can turn online her ability and Dark Alice's ability? Like,
I feel
It's a lot
like
of
Witch
questions.
might be the best version.
I'd say Witch or Adam. As much as I would love to do it in Brunhild, like, I just feel like having the secondary abilities are just really good, and
Mhm.
Witch and Adam are the 2 that can do it the easiest.
Yeah.
Oh, I would like to say one more thing. ISIS now has access to that 1 panda card, the red-white one. That says search your deck for an addition or resonator
Oh,
total
yeah.
cost 2 or less.
Add it
Now, I
to
don't
your
get to
hand.
throw it into the field,
But,
but
you
if
can
I
search.
yeah,
Yeah, you could search for
ISIS.
ISIS
Yeah. And that's the only search card that I have access to, really.
or search for Piggy.
See, that's a good point.
Now you're thinking with speed.
Yeah, that's a good point. And then I tap my stones to produce what I need. Then I banish it to make the moon. Then I can tap the moons and then go from there. Yeah.
But I think that pretty much rounds out
The set.
Yeah,
No.
the set.
This bonkers of a set. This is going to be insane.
Oh, then you just have Hanzo doing Hanzo things.
Everybody's it.
Oh yeah.
Hanzo's still going to be a deck you need to watch out for. Black green Hanzo or black white Hanzo.
I feel
Those
like
are
it's not as much, but yeah, it's still definitely a deck that can get in the way, which is a problem.
And people are going to forget about Ceiling Scroll, man. They're like, oh, you're tapped out. You're like,
Never forget about
no.
Ceiling Scroll.
Everything's a threat. Everything's a threat. Just
At least after rotation, we wanted to deal with Ferris Spell.
oh yeah, Ferris Spell, Lorite, Keurig, Ferris Spell.
did you just say them both?
Yes. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a few
Nah, I
people
can't wait to
happy.
get rid of like the 4 most important cards. You got Lorite, then you got Lorite,
No,
then you got Lorite, and then you got Lorite from the 4th set.
No, you got Lorite, Lorite's Disciples, Lorite's commonly placed card Ferris Spell, but it's actually just Lorite all along.
And Lorite's deletion magic.
And yeah, and then Lorite's Deletion Magic. So 3 out of the 4 are Lorites in name. The other one is basically what Lorite does.
Yeah. But it's gonna be kind of sad to see Rhea rotate out.
No, it won't.
Well, I'm
A
gonna be
little
sad.
bit, yes, but at the same point, like I just want new things.
Yeah.
Like
I want new toys to break.
I like the idea of this entire cluster in general about being like one ruler, or 2 rulers per color. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy it fully. Like I liked things close to what Rhea was without besides rulers being like misprinted and then horribly structured.
Oh Jesus
And
Christ!
in
Don't
the
remind me
decks.
about that.
But yeah, otherwise, like I really liked having new stuff come out. In like 1 to 2 per set. Just that way it just gives a little bit of a boost.
Yeah, I did like this structure or cluster structure, I guess.
Yeah, like it was cool to have things like that, but I just really like new things to come out. It's like this entire cluster spent the same 10 rulers, and they've always been underpowered compared to like rare clusters. So it's just like you can't really introduce a new ruler that beats people. As of course you just use a resonator as a ruler.
Yeah, man, I was really wanting like the fold out rulers again.
A colossal.
Yeah, the colossals.
I don't know if they're going to bring that back. I hope they do because I love Colossus.
Yeah, because I have the other 2. Yeah, I have both of the colossals they've released so far.
Yeah, I have Ahamon.
One in Times
K5.
Sandwich. Yeah. Let's say Kaguya, but I was like, wait a second, there's a whole bunch of those.
There's like 5,000 Kaguya's.
There's 2 in Grim, 1 in Alice, 1 in Lapis,
1 in Rhea.
1 in Rhea, and then this is the first time we haven't had a ruler Kaguya.
We have a resonator though.
I said ruler
I know, but we have a
Specifically.
resonator.
because I know I do not want to deal with that.
Then we had Kaguya and Vingolf, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
The bunny.
Yep.
Where's Resonator?
Oh, yeah.
We've had a lot of Kaguya Resonators.
Actually, we had 2 or 3 Kaguya resonators in Lapis. Because I know we had one in Echoes. We had one in Vin 3. Those might have been the only 2. There was, of course, she was a ruler in Lapis.
She was also the bamboo cutter in Grim.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do. I remember that.
So there's a lot of Kaguyas. It's just like Alice. There's so many of them.
They don't go away. Ever.
So I guess since we're kind of coming near to the end of this podcast, I guess we should probably ask of what people would like to see in future content, like, in between podcasts.
In between podcasts now, so I guess like what kind of structure people kind of want for the or like spoiler talk. Like, do they want like our top 10s and lowest 10s? Do they want, or just are like each of us top 10s, but make sure that they're all unique. I don't know, or maybe just talk about everything.
Yeah, I kind of want to see if people would be interested in like recorded like testing, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
we
yeah.
get like Untap or something if we can't meet up, or we just run through different deck ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a gauntlet like Rogue's Guild is doing, but just a jank test.
Oh yeah, just having fun playing.
Yeah.
Trying to perfect decks.
Now in between my classes, I'm gonna just hop on Untap. I'm gonna make a channel called Jank Test. Enter if you dare.
Don't expect
You
anything good.
you'll never know what I'm playing, and then you just hop in. You choose a deck. I choose a deck. Next thing you know, you see Adam with black stones, and you're like, I don't like where this is going.
Yeah. Because I would like to fill in more content in between podcasts, and
Yeah,
then
definitely.
well, I would like to do more featured matches.
I can live stream me riding the public transit. That's always fun.
Well, if you look to our left, we are now in downtown Dallas.
And, well, yep, there goes that one man screaming at the cops for the third time this week.
We are now about to enter South Side, so I advise you not stick your hand out the window.
That's when you're playing like open world games and it says respawn restricted.
You are now in the PvP zone.
Oh, I didn't know I was playing Division.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, we just need to think of more stuff to do.
Yeah. I have some ideas of stuff that we can do, but we'll save those for next time.
So I guess this is goodbye. From
Goodbye.
us.
Did you know 1 in 4 people don't know how to play card games?